Would you believe with a laptop computer, a few bucks in parts, and a can of potato chips, I could access your home computer and you'd never know it? Well, believe it. We made this Pringles can into a high-gain antenna. And while driving around town, we were able to detect other people's home wireless internet connections. It's called WarDriving. And if you aren't careful, anyone with criminal intent could do some serious damage to your personal and financial information. It took just a few minutes and a couple bucks in parts for us to follow directions taken off the internet to turn a potato chip can into an antenna that would usher us into the hottest new cyber rage called WarDriving.
If you hear any tones, that means you're hitting the network.
Those networks are homes and businesses with wireless internet connections. To free up laptop computers from those pesky wires, many people have purchased 802.11b wireless internet cards and access points. The 802.11b is basically a radio frequency that broadcasts the ones and zeros of the internet from your high-speed cable or DSL modem to your laptop. The problem is, those radio frequencies don't just stay in your home or business. They leak out, and in some cases can be picked up by prying electronic ears blocks or even a mile away. WarDriving is all about searching for those signals.
We found one.
Ummet Bitlissi is a computer security expert from AirTouch Security Systems. He's hired by companies and individuals to make sure their wireless computer systems are protected from hackers. So on a quick WarDriving ride through some neighborhoods in Nassau County, he showed us how easy it was to pick up signals off our simple homemade antenna and with some other, more accurate ones he has. Each time we pick up a home or business with a wireless internet connection, the computer logs the information about the access point. So with a solid connection and a few keystrokes...
I'm on the internet.
You're on the internet right now?
Right now, using his internet access.
For free?
For free.
That's right. From across the street or in a parking lot of a business, WarDrivers can detect and access your wireless computer without you even knowing.
We're accessing his computer right now.
Correct.
WarDriving is the modern-day version of what the first computer hackers called war dialing. Remember the movie War Games?
Shall we play a game?
It's about a computer hacker who randomly dialed into NORAD's computer system and almost started a nuclear war. Of course, that was Hollywood, but this is now. And WarDriving is very real and becoming the newest cyber rage.
This antenna is a lot of fun.
There are even hacker conventions like this one held in New York City this summer, where computer enthusiasts got together and discussed advanced techniques to detect wireless internet connections faster and from farther away. And get this is all legal, to a point. Since the 802.11b signal is broadcast on public frequencies, detecting the wireless access points is completely legal. It's what the WarDriver does from there that puts it in a gray area.
If he's sending an email, I can read his email. If he's typing in a password, I can see that as well.
So by leaving your wireless access point unprotected, an unscrupulous computer hacker or crook could actually break into your computer illegally, use your internet, copy personal files off your hard drive, and because there's no trace, he probably wouldn't even get caught.
I could do anything. I could reroute their internet access to certain computers. So I could do worse than just peer into their networks. I could actually turn their internet access off.
Frightening stuff, but believe me, it's happening every day. WarDriving and the unprotected nature of 802.11b Wi-Fi internet access has even caught the eye of the Office of Homeland Security, since terrorists could use WarDriving techniques to launch cyber attacks from someone else's computer without a trace. Now tomorrow, in Part 2, we'll show you exactly how to protect your computer from wireless thieves and how WarDrivers could do more than just steal your personal information. Andrew Enger, News 12. Well, if you have a wireless internet access card for your laptop, the good news is you already have the software to protect yourself. The bad news is most people don't even know the protection is there and don't even turn it on. It's those people that the WarDrivers are looking for. And if they want to, with an antenna made out of all things a Pringles can, they could possibly steal your personal information and copy files off your hard drive.
There you go.
It doesn't look very sophisticated, but with a laptop, some simple software, and a homemade antenna fashioned from a can of potato chips, we had just about everything we needed to find people who had unprotected wireless internet connections in their homes or businesses. This is war driving, one of the hottest new cyber sports. But this game of looking for and mapping where there could be free internet access around town could also have a sinister side. You see, if a war driver wants, he could see the private things you're typing on your computer.
All his data going from his laptop to his access point, which is connected to his DSL or cable modem, yes, is free. I can read that off.
Umut Batsili is a wireless computer security expert. The reason Umut can see these wireless connections is that the signal is being transmitted by an 802.11b wireless card over public frequencies, just like a cordless phone. But just as cordless phone signals can travel outside your home, so can the internet signal. And that's what war drivers sitting in their cars are looking for. And what's really frightening is that unscrupulous hackers can listen in on those frequencies or do something worse.
If you have any shared files on your network and somebody breaks into your wireless network, they can see all of those files. They can copy all of those files and walk away with them.
And you'd never know.
Right. You'd never know.
Now, breaking into someone else's computer is illegal,
got a
but
bunch of them
detecting
right
the
now.
wireless network and monitoring that connection is completely legal. The problem is, there's little enforcement out there to keep prying eyes out. The easiest way to keep the wrong people out is to use the WEP or WEP encryption software that comes with every 802.11b card. But when most of the cards come from the factory, the WEP encryption setting is turned off. So if you don't know to turn your WEP on, your computer is susceptible to attack.
Found another one. This one has encryption, WEP encryption.
That's got to be the first one today.
That is the first one today.
We did find some computers that had their encryption turned on, but at Paul Varengel's house, it was turned off, and his computer was wide open.
I was pretty shocked what you could actually do.
Paul uses his computer to access his company's financial software, managing customer stock portfolios from home. But in this case, with Paul's permission, Umut showed just how easy it was to wirelessly hack into his computer.
I noticed that your network was wide open.
Right.
You had shared files on your hard drive that if I wanted to, I could see. Wow. If I wanted to, I could log into your network, pick up something called an IP address, use your internet access, and impersonate you if I wanted to. I could have used your system to hack into somebody else's system. So if you were typing in your password for your mail account, I would see it. If you were typing in a credit card number, I would see it. Anything that you typed into that laptop, I could see.
So you could basically take my address, go into someone else's bank accounts, and they're going to come back to me because it's my IP address and I'm the one that's nailed.
That's correct.
And you're off scot-free.
That's correct.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Paul's computer is now protected with the WEP encryption. But it's important to add that not all war drivers are looking to steal your personal information. Many are just looking for a free place to jump on the internet. And some businesses and homeowners do allow war drivers to use their wireless system. But if you don't want anyone on your system, your best bet is to make sure your WEP encryption is switched on. Andrew Inger, News 12.